we're up the next day, getting ready to go to Animal Kingdom. We went to Disney Springs last night. Didn't film any sort of outro for our video. We got back, we were super tired, and just kind of like showered and crashed out for the most part. But we did have a really good time. And now we are ready to go to Animal Kingdom. Oh, it's a hot one out there. So hopefully we're gonna stay cool. But yeah, let's go to Animal Kingdom.
Let's do it.
Triceratops spin? Or yeah, whirl, not hurl. I think we only actually ever rode it once.
I rode it growing up. But yeah, you, since you didn't like it.
Holy crap.
No, Michael, and he's like, oh, look at you, you're disgusting, you'll never find love.
Yeah, I saw the deal.
His name is Marty. He's over 60 years old. He's over He's called a living fossil. You know why he's called a living fossil? He's so old. He's still alive, yeah. So, crocodilians, which is his family, first appeared over 220 million years ago. That's at the same time as the dinosaurs. So this guy, he's only 60 years old, so not quite that long. But his ancestors,
Like, hello there.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks.
These sound like they need some WD-40.
I just always wanted to go to the Boneyard because when they did the episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, that's where they hung out, and I always remember wanting to go there.
Alright, so what is this?
This is a mac and cheese, pulled pork mac and cheese with onion rings and barbecue sauce on it. It's quite literally one of my favorite meals that we get here. And it's not the prettiest, but it is one of the most delicious.
Plus we found like this cool little quiet area right next to the water. There's not many people down here.
Yeah, 100%. If you're getting food from Flame Tree, your natural instinct is to go up to like the first little seating area. But if you just go a little bit further, there's like a pathway where you can get down to like multiple sections where there's like almost no one around you, and you can kind of have space to just sit and enjoy the shade. So yeah, super excited about this one.
Oh, it's Russell and Doug. Oh, like whoa. Okay, so we're at Nomad Lounge. And over here, got the Tempting Titus, which is Russell's Reserve 10-year bourbon, St. Elizabeth Allspice Dram, tamarind syrup and lime juice. So it sounds like very like spicy almost.
Yeah, I think it's like their like Nomad's Lounge is close to like an old-fashioned type drink as possible.
Yeah. I got the Balinese Breeze, which is the non-alcoholic version of a Delaney's Delight, which the Delaney's Delight typically comes with Star African rum, Batavia Iraq Van Oosten, Vanderham Tangerine Liqueur, Mountain Berry Tea, Simple Syrup, and lemon juice. So I think this is just the berry tea, simple syrup, and lemon juice. It looks delicious.
That is pretty good. It is like a tropical old-fashioned. Like it kind of tastes like it has like bitters and like that sort of taste in it, but it's also like fruity and fresh and like it's actually refreshing too.
Interesting. Okay, so these are the churros, and they come with vanilla cream, and then she said this is a guava sauce.
I thought she said like strawberry guava.
I know she said guava. The menu just says seasonal sauce, so something guava.
Yeah, I'm excited. And these are the gluten-free churros, right?
I think so.
I think they're like known as like the gluten-free churros on Disney property, and that's why they're like so popular. It's because like anybody can have them.
I think so. They look delicious. Are you waiting for me to try one? Kevin! Okay, so we just got off Expedition Everest. What were you saying?
It's just, we read all the new stuff like Guardians and hopefully Tron, we'll get on that this trip. But like that ride, maybe older, did it open with the park?
No.
But I mean, it's like not new by any means. It's been here since we've been coming. And it's still like every time I get off of it, I'm like, that might just be my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know when it opened, but I have distinct memories of watching, like on Travel Channel, the specials on Animal Kingdom with Joe Rohde when they were like preparing for it to open. Expedition Everest, that is. And then my family came like the first year that it was open and rode it, and so it's like nostalgic, but it's also just genuinely fun.
Yeah, I mean, and like the theming is on point, like for the entire ride too. Like the queue is really cool to wait in, and honestly, I just think that it's one of those that it's never what like the advertised wait time is. It's always just a little bit less.
Yeah. Plus, there's always so much to look at in the queue that even if it is like a little bit long, you're distracted. It is hot, yeah.
It is hot, but it's also like shaded and partially indoors, so it's not terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. Monkey. Yeah.
So look how like themed and detailed every little like square inch of it is.
What was that?
Hot tip. Cayman Chandler is the one place in Animal Kingdom where you can get Dole Whip.
Is it really the only place?
I think so. This is what happens.
I think you're right. I can't think of another place where you would be able to get it from. I always love these little markets and like the little things that they have. Especially when you can find like wind accessories, whatever they're called.
Like actually authentic. Instead of all being like the classic Disney.
Also, hot tip.
It's corn.
Corn is good.
The juice.
That corn is really good.
That's a thing.
Hello friends, my name is Elizabeth Ann from Fowler, Indiana, and I will be your safari guide for the next 2 weeks. Well, we will be heading into the Little Aturi Forest in just a moment. A couple of little copies. They might look as if they are related to the zebra, but their only known relative is actually the giraffe. We know because they're prehensile tongue. Now, prehensile does mean finger-like. They're actually the most recently largest land mammal discovered by Westerners. So before 1901, no one outside of Africa knew they existed. Now on both sides there's the greater kudu. They are the largest forest antelopes in the world. Saddle-billed stork. That saddle-billed stork does reach heights of 5 feet. And wait, oh, well, it's actually going to cross us. Well, if you can see it at all, it reaches about 5 feet high with a wingspan of about 9 feet, which is armrest to armrest of those benches you're sitting. But there you go. Now you'll have a better view of that saddle-billed stork. Then head over to the Safi River. To the right, you will see a pod of pink-backed pelicans. They got their name from the fact that their skin underneath those feathers turn pink during mating season. You can kind of see that pink coloration right now. It's pretty pale, but you can still see it. Now we are in Nile hippopotamus territory, and I see one on up ahead. Now they stay submerged throughout the day as much as possible to protect themselves from the heat and sun. Now they aren't predators, but they are incredibly territorial. There's a great view right there. They actually have a really cool jaw. They don't have a top lock, so they can open their jaw 180 degrees. Head on over to the savannah, also known as the grasslands. The fully grown baobab such as that can hold up to 30,000 gallons of water and act as a water reservoir during those long periods of drought. That's how it gets its nickname, the Tree of Life. But if you look over here to the left, you will see inside the den a pack of African painted dogs and a couple over by that rock wall as well. Now with that patchwork coat of theirs, they are able to use this camouflage, and it's unique to each and every one of them. Kind of like our human fingerprint. That's a dazzle right there. Many people ask if they're black with white stripes or white with black stripes. It does depend on the species, but we can tell by the color of their snouts. A baby like that foal right there can start walking within 30 minutes of birth. Now on the right, we just passed the wildebeest. That's a small confusion of wildebeest. But we'll look at the baby zebra for a minute first.
Aww.
Discover them, and it's a direct translation of wild beast. There's one really close up for view. It's hard to tell the difference between males and females from afar because they do both grow horns. And a baby wildebeest can actually start running within 15 minutes of birth. On the left, you will see a tower of Maasai giraffes. You can see those prehensile tongues at work. Don't forget, prehensile does mean finger-like. Now, they do reach heights of 60 to 20 feet tall, and those tongues do reach 60 to 20 inches long. You can tell that they are Maasai because of how splotchy their spots are. They use those as camouflage, which is why it's hard to see the ones in the back, and they're unique to them, so that's their identification. Now, animals don't have access to AC like we do, so they have naturally occurring cooling mechanisms, just like this African elephant. This is the largest living land mammal in the world. Now we can get a pretty good guess that it's male because he's all alone. Males are going to go out on their own between ages 13 and 15, even though adulthood does not happen until age 16. You see how they're flapping their ears? That is their personal cooling mechanism. It's going to help keep them cool, and if they get too cold, they're actually going to able to stand those ears straight out to protect, to warm themselves up. The elephants are being poached for those ivory tusks of theirs. Ways we can help from afar is make sure that we're not buying anything made out of ivory. There's no buyers, there's no reason to poach. The support reserves just like this one. They help keep the elephants safe and shut down those poaching rings. For that matriarchal herd. Now they are losing population due to deforestation because of coltan mining. Coltan is a mineral that is found in almost all electronics. So ways we can help combat that is make sure that we are reusing or regifting, and at best recycling those used electronics, sending them back into those big box stores so that we can cut down on coltan mining. Will protect elephants because they will still have a place to live. That elephants are afraid of sound of bees. It just really freaks them out. They don't like the sound of bees buzzing. And when they hear those bees, they nope on out of there and turn around. So they started implementing what's called a beehive fence. This is the Elephant and Bees Project. So make sure to check out Disney's conservation website. Now on the left is a flamboyance of greater flamingos. They are the largest flamingos in the world. Ranging heights about 5 feet, weighing about 9 pounds each. But they do have impeccable sense of hearing and smell instead. Now rhinos are herbivores, meaning they eat only plants. They have no predators, and they are not predators. Their only risk is that they are being poached for those horns of theirs, but their horns are made of keratin, the same thing our fingernails are made out of, not of ivory. So they'll lay down and pull their heads in like that to see how small they can become if they sense danger. Now those antelopes on further back are the water buck. They get their name from the fact that they drink an absurd amount of water, although they're always found near a watering source. That is an ostrich egg nest with 6 or 7 eggs. They're the largest eggs in the world, weighing about 3 pounds each, with a shell so thick the average human could stand on it without cracking it. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be concluding our safari. I don't know where the time went. Those 2 weeks turned into like 20 minutes. It was so fast. Now here in Harambe, we do say Kwaherini, which means to go well, because goodbye is way too sad and way too fast.
I guess it's now called the Conservation Station, not Rafiki's Planet Launch anymore.
I don't know, Rafiki telling me where to go the whole way.
Yeah. Dan's never been here. I haven't been here since I was a kid.
I'm just excited for the sketch. That's all I want to do that.
Yeah, I can't wait to draw. Fun fact about me, I love to draw. This is really cool. Oh look, they did have a CT exam for a chicken earlier this morning. That's a CT right there. CT machine. I know. That's smaller than the ones at Children's. Why do you have 3?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. So Dan ordered 1 ear of corn. 1. He wound up with 3. So did the lady in front of him. We think it maybe is just the end of the day and they're trying to get rid of it. How is all of your corn?
It's good.
Has it got the juice? 2 down. 1 more to go.
That's not juice, it's butter. When they make the corn, they just dunk them in butter.
So we're making our way towards the exit, but before we do, I wanted to stop in these gift shops because I feel like Animal Kingdom has some of the most like unique gift shops in all of Disney World. I love this. This is so like the 90s bed sheets that everybody had with Simba and Nala. Bye, Animal Kingdom. Alright, so we just got back to the room.
It's hot.
Yeah, we're hot and tired. But I don't think we even showed you guys like what we wound up doing at the conservation station. We did the animation class and we got to draw Nick Wilde from Zootopia. So here's my recreation. And here's Dan's. I think they turned out pretty good for, you know, a quick, what is it, like 15-minute?
Like 20-minute, yeah.
Yeah, super cute. So now we're back in the room. We're back from Animal Kingdom. We're hot.
Sweaty.
We're sweaty. Starting to get tired. Need to find some caffeine stat. Tried to stop at Joffrey's on the way out of Animal Kingdom, and her iPad overheated, so we weren't able to get coffee. But we'll find some here in a little bit, because I think the plan for tonight is to head to EPCOT for some dinner, check out some of the booths from the Food and Wine Festival, and then if we're feeling up to it, maybe hop over to Hollywood Studios, check out Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge at night. I don't know, that might be a separate video depending how much footage we got today. So it might be a video of its own, it might be a continuation of this video, so stay tuned.